I'm gonna actually have on screen because y'all, I know how to work media now. Hello, beautiful people. So I'll be completely honest with you guys. It was a lot to make this video. It was a really rough week. I actually had this video recorded, edited, ready to upload a week ago, and the enemy just tried to like pee in my cereal, guys. Like, I was like, why you want to pee in my coffee? Like, why? So I'm not gonna lie, I had to pray for motivation to do this again because I was like really like, I was so upset. Like I screamed into my pillow how upset I was because it was like 20 something minutes of footage gone, but nonetheless God prevailed, because what am I doing making the video? Okay. So hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to announce the newest and most exciting series on YouTube right now, Tay Talks the Christian Tea. This is my new Christian series. It's a 3-part, 3-episode series where I'm going to be discussing topics that you guys wanted me to talk about. And for today's topic, I actually did a poll on my Instagram about 2 or 3 weeks ago where I had you guys decide whether you wanted me to speak on Christian dating or finding your purpose. And to my surprise, you guys chose finding your purpose. Finding your purpose won by, I think it voted, the percentages were about 53 to 47. So I'm gonna give the people what the people want. Period. I'm really excited to announce that there's going to be a guest speaker on today's episode by the name of Miss Antonia Lightbourne. And if you don't know who Miss Antonia Lightbourne is, remove yourself from the rock that you're living under, because how do you not know who Tony is? And if you don't know who Tony is, does that mean you don't know what purpose awareness is? Because do you know what purpose awareness is? And if you don't, it's okay. I'll blah you this one time. I'll blah you. Purpose Awareness is an organization crafted by Miss Antonia herself that guides young people, young girls, into finding their purpose, gives all kind of nuggets of wisdom, hosts events that I got the pleasure of speaking to about two Saturdays ago, I want to say. Teens and Purpose was thebomb.com, and if you were the Teens and Purpose, comment below that you went to Teens and Purpose, and if you saw me, let me know, because it was the bomb diggity. Okay, basically what Tay Talks the Christian Tea is, it's me giving you guys the real talk from unbiased perspective, from a Christian who just joined the faith in 2020, someone who's still growing, someone who's still learning. I don't have it all together. I don't think anyone has it all together, and so I'm coming to you guys as one of you, because that's what I am. And you know, these conversations need to be held. So let's talk about purpose. So what is purpose? I think purpose is a unique mission that God put you on this earth for, something that he gave you all of the necessary tools to not only succeed in this, but body it all together. He gave you everything that you needed to have to like slay it completely. A lot of people don't know their purpose. Some do, and some find theirs out a little later in life. Some from childhood know what their purpose is, and it's okay to not know what your purpose is. It's completely normal. Most of my audience is either a little younger than me or a little older or right in my age bracket, but we're all young people, just about all young people. And I think we have this really weird expectation by sometimes parents, sometimes church leaders, guardians, just older people, to have it together. We have to know what college we're going to the second we graduate. We need to know what career path we're going to. What job are you going to get? What are you going to do? And the reality is, a lot of us don't know. We just don't know. I didn't know. Matter of fact, my entire plans for after high school just didn't happen because of COVID. And so it's like, we have this expectation put on us that we're just supposed to do something, or sometimes our parents put their expectations on us. So your parent wanted to be a doctor, so now they're pushing that dream onto you. You're going to be the next doctor in the family. You're going to be the next vet in the family, the next lawyer, the next nurse. And it's like, is that what you really want to do? So finding your purpose is something that, number one, you have to seek through God. You can't rely on yourself to find your purpose. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because who created purpose? And like Miss Tony likes to say, the creator knows what the remember what it is, but she's probably gonna say it in her portion anyway. So basically, it's to sum up, that says like God created us and he know exactly what he created us for. And so in order for you to understand and learn your purpose, you have to seek it through him. It's not going to drop out of the sky without God directly handing it to you. And so I just want to quickly, before I even like go into it, I want to encourage those who haven't found their purpose yet, as to say, have you asked God, number one, and number two, if you haven't gotten an answer yet, most likely it means you're not ready to step into that yet. It means you're not ready to walk that path the way God has intended for you to walk that path, which is most likely with confidence, with obedience, knowing that this is what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. And maybe you're just not there yet, and that's okay too. I found my purpose quite literally a few months ago, and I'm 18. Been out of high school 2 years now, and I was kind of getting a little frustrated because I didn't know what I wanted to do. When I was in high school and I graduated from the illustrious Antonia Rogers High School. And that's on Timberwolf. Anyway, I graduated from Anatol and I actually went there for the first time in grade 11. And I think most high schools are like this. They have options. And so almost like concentrates. So when you go into the system, you kind of have your general classes, your math, your English, your science, but like those classes that are setting you up for what you want to do in college. So like in Anatol, there were the physics people, there were the sciencey people, the business people, the performing arts people, the home ec people, the engineering people, a lot of different things. And as I was filling out this little piece of paper that had all these options on them my first day, because they were trying to place me in my classes, I realized that nothing actually stood out to me. I realized that I was kind of lost. I looked at the paper, I saw everybody else around me, all the other new kids filling them out, and I'm like, what do I put? I'm not interested in any of these things. I definitely am not interested in the sciences. I'm not interested in the businesses. I'm not interested in agriculture, performing arts. Like, I none of it spoke to me. Not at the time, at least. And so I ended up choosing business because I thought it was the closest thing, like the easiest thing I found I could excel in. I knew I would probably make good grades in it, so I was like, why not? A's, B's, that's what we're striving for. So went through high school doing my last 2 years in business, and I aced it. I got an A on my first try on the Office Procedures BGCSE. I got the highest score in the country that year, matter of fact, and I kind of shocked myself on that. But as great as I was performing in these subjects, I didn't see purpose in it. I didn't want to do it outside of school. I didn't want to run a business. I didn't want to run a firm. I didn't want to be in an office sitting down all day at a desk from 9 to 5, which isn't a bad thing, because some people would prefer to sit at a desk and work from an office space. That's how they best work. But for me, I knew I wanted to be a bit more hands-on. I wanted to walk up and down. That's me. And so I was kind of at a loss because senior year is the year everyone's applying to college. Everybody's talking about, I'm going to Texas, I'm going to Florida, I'm going to Manhattan, New York. And I was like, I'm going home.
Everybody clap your hand.
Because I don't know what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to go to college abroad. I knew that I really wanted that experience. A good friend of mine, Bianca, actually was the one who kind of pushed me in that direction, motivated me a bit more to do that. And it was like, okay, I'm applying for these colleges. I applied to about maybe 12, 13, 14 of them and got accepted to about 12. And before I could have gotten those acceptances, I had to put what I wanted my major to be. And for those who don't know, I'm really good in English. I got an A on the BJC and the BGCSE. And so English has always kind of been my thing. When people see me, they're like, you speak so well. You're from the States. And I'm like, excuse me?
Okay.
What you trying to say? Because Bahamians can speak proper English and dialect. It's not a Americanized thing. But anyway, when I was in primary school, a lot of people would call me up to moderate assemblies. When there were guest speakers, I would be introducing them. I spoke at my primary school graduation, I did the welcome. I was always doing these things. In junior school, I did assemblies, I moderated. Like, because I had that speaking voice. I had that natural knack for English and speaking. I found it a bit annoying at the time, but I later came to realize that my purpose is to speak. It's to teach. It's to spread God's word vocally on as many platforms as I can. That's a gift. That's a purpose that God gave me. I didn't have to seek it. I didn't have to look for it like buried treasure. I needed some help, some guidance, like figuring out that exactly was my purpose. Since I was about 4 years old, I can remember people telling me, like, you talk a lot. Like, I was one of those kids that had talkative on their report card from like preschool straight to senior year. Like, I talked a lot, and it was a part of my gift. It is a big part of my gift, and I didn't realize it until much later. But I say all of that to say God gave me that. He created me with that gift. That was something that I had from I was in the womb. Straight up until I learned how to speak my first words, I was born to speak. I was born to teach. I was born to spread the gospel. That's my purpose. That's my gift. And everyone's gift is very specific and unique to them. And may I just add that purpose shouldn't be compared. And so your best friend's purpose and your purpose can look completely different, but that doesn't mean that your purpose is higher or her or his purpose is higher. That's not what that means, man. And what I mean when I say that is, let's say you have a janitor and a CEO of a company. Let's say that janitor's purpose is to clean, to serve in the hygienic department in general, just cleanliness and being hygienic. And the CEO's purpose is to manage. Does that mean that the CEO's purpose is higher than the janitor's? No, it really doesn't. Without the janitor, how is the CEO going to work in a clean environment? How are they going to produce the best results they can in a dirty environment? And so because society views a janitor as a less than job, does that mean his or her purpose is less than? It does not. It absolutely does not. Your purpose may not look like what you want, but that doesn't make it any less than. And comparison is the thief of joy, may I add. Comparison is the thief of joy. I can't say that enough. Don't compare yourself or your purpose to your friend, your neighbors, your inspiration, your celebrity crush. Like, don't. Your purpose has value. It has value, whether it is to clean, whether it is to manage, whether it is to promote, whether it is to teach, whether it is to heal, whether it is to speak life over somebody or people. That's your purpose, and your purpose is unique. Y'all, the enemy really trying to get into my skin as I record this. He's really trying to. But his stink mode ain't gonna win. His stink mode will not win. I tell y'all he wasn't gonna win. Mother sick. Anywho. And so the really important notes that I wanted to touch on was that purpose, everybody has purpose. You may not know yours, and that's completely fine because we're human. We're not perfect, and it's going to come in perfect timing. You just have to be obedient to God and ask God to prepare you so that when you do receive your purpose, or that when you do understand what your purpose is, you don't mishandle it. You don't let it waste. I can't tell you guys how many older people tell me all the time, I wish I could have, or I when I was your age, I wanted to, but I didn't. If God gave you a gift, you use that gift. If God gave you a voice, if he gave you one of those Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande voices, or even like a Michael Jackson voice, a Chris Brown voice, you better use it to sing his praises. Don't listen. As you get older, it's not always going to be with you. The notes you can hit at this age, you might not hit when you're 50, 60, 70, okay? And so don't let your gift wear. Use it. Use your gift, man. If your gift is to dance, don't wait until you're 80 and you can't move the same anymore. Dance your heart out. Dance. Like, allow God to work through your gift. If your gift is to speak, don't allow fear or shame or embarrassment stop you from speaking what you know is your truth and your piece. Speak your piece. I didn't always have the confidence to say create a YouTube channel, but I'm doing it because my purpose triumphs fear. My God, triumphs fear. And I'll put that on a t-shirt. Anyway. And so without further ado, I would love to introduce our guest speaker for today, Miss Antonia Lightbourne.
Hey everyone, my name is Antonia Lightbourne, and I am really excited that I get to talk to you about purpose. Now, let's start off here, because I need to get all this stuff out of the way. No matter your color, your creed, your culture, you have a purpose. We were sent to the earth because we are the solution to a problem in the earth. What I love about God is the fact that He is intentional. He doesn't just do something because He could just do that, right? He does something He does everything with intentionality. And so we were created for a specific purpose, something that we were created to do specifically, a function that God gave us in the earth to do that is all about causing His kingdom to come. It's all connected to His kingdom being made, His kingdom being established in the earth, right? And we say it in the Lord's Prayer, your kingdom come, your will be done. So His will being done in the earth is us being able to flow and being able to function in His divine purpose for our lives. Let's look at the purpose for a chair. Purpose of a chair is to sit down. Let's look at the purpose for a comb. Purpose for the comb is to make sure, we get rid of them seeds in our head. Just kidding. But seriously, to comb our hair. Okay, so the purpose of a toothbrush, to brush our teeth. And so all of these man-made things have a purpose. So imagine us who were created by the Creator. We have purpose. And so I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way, because I know a lot of times when I talk about purpose, persons automatically disqualify themselves. You think I'm talking to your neighbor. You think I'm talking to the person next to you. You think I'm talking to the person in the house with you or in the car with you, but I'm actually talking to you. I'm talking to you. And sometimes even our past can cause us to believe that we aren't created to do anything significant, that we don't have a big part to play in life. And no matter how it may seem to you, how it may look to you, you have a part to play. You are the solution to a problem. So let's talk about the discovery of purpose. I think a lot of people are right there at sometimes it's like, oh my God, this is this big thing. I have to just, and it is. Your purpose is a big deal. But my pastor said something that stuck with me. I can't even remember how much years ago she said this, but it stuck with me. She said, God is more invested in you discovering your purpose than you will ever be. And then it hit me. Wow. He wants me to discover it as bad as I do, and even more than I do. He wants me to know what this is. And so we came up with something called the 7 days of purpose. The first day is the fact that purpose starts with God. The Creator knows what the creation was created for. I'll say that again. The Creator knows what the creation was created for. And so God knows exactly what it is that He created us for. And so it all starts with that conversation. God, why am I here? And I wish I had the time to kind of take you into my story and into how purpose unfolded for me, but because for the sake of time, we won't be able to go into that. But it literally, for me, it started with me asking God this question. My mentor was teaching about purpose, and I literally said in that moment, God, what is my purpose? And so it starts there. If you have an issue with your Apple phone, you won't call Samsung. Why? Because Samsung didn't create the phone. That's Apple who created the phone. And so if you want to discover your purpose, we have to go back to the manufacturer. We have to go back to the Creator. The Creator knows why He created you. The second thing, your purpose connects with your passion. What is it that you are absolutely passionate about? What is it that you love? And guess what? In some instances, what is it that you hate? What is it that you really don't like to see? I really hate to see young girls living beneath their potential. I hate to see kids being abused. I hate to see whatever it is. All of those things can lead you to your purpose. And with just the few seconds that I have, I want to quote something so powerful from Dr. Miles. He says, where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. I'll say that again. Where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And so let's get intentional about the discovery and not only the discovery, but the execution of purpose. Of course, I hope and pray Matea does a part 2 to this, because I want you guys to even dig deeper into the 7 days of purpose. But like I said, the first one, our purpose is God-given. Our purpose connects with our passion. Those are the two that we were able to talk about here. But please continue to take that journey. Please remember, there's a question was asked, and it was the late Dr. Miles again. Where is the richest place on earth? And it is said that it is the graveyard, because there lies the dreams of so many. So many died without being able to really discover. So many died without really being able to walk into the fullness of who it is that God has created them to be. And so I charge you to make up in your mind that you are going to find and fulfill God's purpose for your life.
Did y'all hear those wise nuggets? Y'all better take out a notebook and start writing, because she did not stutter. I actually brought in 2 of my favorite people, my co-workers, Demi and Téneesha, who volunteered to do an interview just for you guys on purpose. And so without further ado, roll the clip.
Okay, so y'all, we here with Demi. And I have 2 questions for you, Demi. So first question being, what is your purpose?
So I know my purpose has something to do around educating and helping kids find their purpose. And I love science, so it's trying to save the planet here. How I got and found my purpose? That took a very long time and a lot of soul searching, because I was unsure. I just knew some things I was interested in, but then I eventually figured it out. So I know it's around education and high school children.
Okay, cool. We basically wrapped up the second question in your first question answers to how you found it. So thank you, Dum Dum.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, love bug. So y'all, we here with Téneesha today, and I have 2 questions for you. So the first question being, what is your purpose?
Okay, so my purpose is to be a leader of soul food and to save those as much as we can. So we're targeting young people, but it's not limited to young people, and that's what soul food is all about. So we're here to just provide them with fellowship, but to also guide them and let them know who God is and what He does for His children.
I like it, Picasso. Okay, so my second question is, how did you find your purpose?
Okay, so I found my purpose through my friendship with OJ. So he's like the actual founder of Soul Food, and basically God instructed him to pull certain people into the leaderboard, and I was actually one of them.
Oh, well, thank you for your time, love. Good questions, good answers. Thank you.
Okay, so a special thanks to Demi and Téneesha, because they didn't have to, but they wanted to, and they volunteered to. And I want to say a special thanks again to Tony for being our guest speaker in this video. And to end this video off, you have purpose. It may seem like it's far, or you may not be able to figure it out, but you do. God didn't place you on this earth for no reason. No matter how small that reason may be to you, watch how He can expand that, and watch what He can do with just that tiny thing you think is so small. When He expands it, your mind blows altogether. I'm telling y'all. And so I want to thank you guys for coming to Tay Talks, the Christian Tea, and I am so excited to actually receive your feedback. I love getting your feedback. I love when you guys personally message me on my social medias and tell me your takeaways from the video. Tell me what you guys took away. Tell me what you guys felt really stuck with you. What really stuck in your spirit. Did you feel like God maybe was sending you a message through this video, using me as a vessel? Tell me what you guys think, and have a great night, beautiful people. Love you guys.